Hello, this is Dr. Foy. So today I just want to say something which is really important, and I think it goes to those of you who have children. Like, just mind the type of environment you decide to raise your child in, because whether you like it or not, it's going to affect that child when he grows up. Back then when we were still kids, they used to tell us, like the people we used to look up to, like our seniors, like, oh, you see these rich men, they are so dishonest, you don't have to talk to them. They are into occultism and stuff. But again, I think growing up and having to interact with some of these wealthy men, I think that what we were told back then were just lies. Like the people we used to look up to back then as kids, they had a poverty mindset. They had this bias towards people who were really successful, and it's really interesting because I think that some of the most dishonest people you ever meet are people who are poor or people who have a poverty mindset. Those are some of the most dishonest people you will ever meet, as opposed to people who are wealthy. People who are poor are the most dishonest people you will ever meet. Most of the times, they are just there because of the benefits they get from you. They are not really there because of who you are, but they are there because of the benefits they get from you. Once those benefits are not there, these poor people, they just leave. Some of them may not be poor with respect to money, but poor in the mind. So just mind the kind of environment you decide to raise your child in. Because some of the things these children are being told when they are small are going to be in their minds for as long in fact they live in their subconscious mind, and this can greatly limit their potentials. So raise your child in an environment which is healthy for their brains, and by being healthy for their brains, I mean an environment that encourages them to be successful, encourages them to interact with other successful children, other persons who are doing well. So because when these children grow up, whatever you tell them when they are small, when their brains are still developing, are the things that are going to live in their subconscious. And so when they grow and they become adults, you see, they will find it difficult to interact with persons that are successful. They will find it difficult to learn from people that are successful. So the environment that you decide to raise your child in is very important. Yeah, and especially in Africa. In Africa, where the average person does not really earn much. So having an abundance mindset is really important, and it starts from childhood. So, and by extension, you should mind the type of school you send your child to. Even if you are a parent and you can't afford to send your child to a good school, and the child ends up in a public school, when the child comes back home, try as much as possible to teach the child at home. Because of course you can't trust these public schools. What do they teach them at school? Like in school, rather. You can't even trust the educational system anymore. So I think a majority of the burden lies on you parents. You have the responsibility, the duty, the obligation to raise your children at home. Whatever they are teaching them in school, come on, you should raise your children at home and teach them an abundance mindset. Do not limit them, their potentials, rather. Do not limit their potentials. Teach them to have an abundance mindset, to be outgoing. Teach them to interact with other wealthy kids. Like, back then they will tell you, oh, when you go to school, don't interact with kids, these kids that were from rich homes, but their parents are very bad and stuff. So growing up, when you grow up, you realize that everything you were told was a lie. It was a lie. Yeah, it was a lie. So, well, I just thought of sharing this, and I think it helps someone out there. Or just be a parent who is present in your child's life, like, and encourage them and teach them to have an abundance mindset. Teach them that they can do whatever thing they want to do. They can be successful just like the other kids. that are successful, other kids that are from rich and wealthy homes. Yeah. So teach them these things. Yeah. So see you in the next video. I'm Dr. Foy. When I'm not consulting, well, I'm here to tell you how to live better. And just so you know, like some people will be like, "Oh, doc, but why are you not telling us about how to prevent high blood pressure, how to prevent diabetes, how to prevent cancers?" Of course, we've said that a lot of times. In fact, it's a cliche now. You get? There is something we call social determinants of health. Like your health, to a greater extent, is influenced by social factors. So when we are here telling you how to make money, sometimes how to interact with others, how to have an abundance mindset, all of this somehow is indirectly related to your health. Because if you are wealthy, for example, you'll be able to access better and quality health. You get? So, all right, see you in the next video. Again, I'm Dr. Foy, and thanks for watching and sharing. Remember to click the like and subscribe button for other videos like this. All right.